Well, Trump is firing Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Then he's not firing him. Then he is firing him. The point is Trump doesn't like Jerome Powell. And on Wednesday, this is from the Daily Beast, they caught this. Trump laid into Fed Chair Jerome Powell in front of reporters saying, quote, Jerome Powell is a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him, unquote. There's only one problem. It was Donald Trump who appointed Jerome Powell during his first administration. Biden didn't appoint Jerome Powell. Biden renominated him, but Jerome Powell was put in there by Donald Trump. But tell me again about Joe Biden's cognitive decline. This all reminds me, I love this. This is fantastic. Bill O'Reilly. This reminds me of Bill O'Reilly appearing on News Nation yesterday. Remember Bill O'Reilly? He left Fox News back in April of 2017 during the dawn of the Me Too movement. At least it was the dawn of the Me Too movement for white people. Black people started the Me Too movement like a decade earlier. But the Me Too movement for white people began in 2017, and Bill O'Reilly left in 2017. He was ushered out the door as a tsunami of sexual harassment allegations and accusations of inappropriate behavior piled up against Bill O'Reilly. Although, to be fair, there had been plenty of other accusations against Bill O'Reilly going back at least 12 years before that. The New York Times, in fact, reported that Fox News, before the Me Too movement, was forced to pay out somewhere in the neighborhood of $50 million to settle with several Fox News employees, accusing Bill O'Reilly, accusing him of stuff. What kind of stuff? Well, let's just say loofah talk. Google Bill O'Reilly and the word loofah. So how much was that? Close to $50 million in settlements that they paid out before the Me Too movement. But Bill O'Reilly, to his credit, has found a second act with his podcast. And he's a frequent guest on Chris Cuomo's News Nation show. And he's on Newsmax all the time. Plus, he continues to top the New York Times best-selling list with his Killing Literature series. He has these books called Killing something. So anyway, Trump doesn't remember. This is so great. This is my pornography. This is light a candle and get what you need, because this is whatever you need. This is, I promise you, this is pornography. Donald Trump doesn't remember he appointed Jerome Powell as Fed chair. Well, here is an angry Bill O'Reilly, furious. This is last night for the way the Biden administration handled the Jeffrey Epstein case. Here is Bill O'Reilly blaming the Democrats and the Biden Justice Department. Here is Bill O'Reilly attacking House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, calling Hakeem Jeffries a hypocrite because he's calling for the Epstein files to be released now while Pam Bondi is Attorney General. Because he's a Democrat, he kept it. This is Bill O'Reilly saying Hakeem Jeffries kept his mouth shut when Merrick Garland was the Attorney General under Biden, while he was prosecuting, while Merrick Garland was prosecuting, see where we're going with this? While Merrick Garland was prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein, the hypocrisy of Hakeem Jeffries not to demand that Merrick Garland, who prosecuted Jeffrey Epstein, that he not release the Epstein files. This is pure, unadulterated pornography. Get the kids. Here we go.
The Biden administration had exactly the same thing the Trump administration has on Epstein. Exactly.
Right.
Because Epstein was convicted during the Biden administrations. Not one time did Hakeem Jeffrey call for any exposition of what the Biden Justice Department knew. Not once. So this guy's a top phony, okay? He's a political player. He doesn't care about the truth. He doesn't care about the people.
Hold on, Bill.
This is what he does.
Hold on. You said Epstein was convicted during the Biden administration. Epstein committed suicide during the Trump administration.
Yeah, so?
All right, so wait, it gets better. It gets better. This is just the foreplay, okay? Yeah, so, right? O'Reilly, again, going after Hakeem Jeffries. Hypocrisy, because Jeffries is calling for the files to be released now, and O'Reilly's demanding to know why Jeffries didn't push the Biden administration to release the files when it was the Biden administration prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein. But Epstein died before Biden became president.
Yeah, so?
Yeah. See, I love this. I absolutely love this. Never admit you're wrong. Never, no matter what the truth is, never say you're wrong. Here's the money shot.
Bill, I think this is important. Bill, I think this is important. He was arrested in 2019, and he committed suicide in 2019. He died August 10th of 2019. So the Biden administration was not involved in a conviction or a trial of him. They were in of Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay. And that's a good point of clarification. But he was arrested and indicted under Merrick Garland.
No, under Trump.
Who had all of the information.
Epstein was arrested, indicted, and committed suicide under Trump in 2019. Trump was president. Merrick Garland was not the attorney general.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I need to roll over and go to bed. I'm done. I'm spent. You were great. Thank you for that. Wow. I'll call you. I promise. That is as good as it gets. That is as good as it gets. How stupid do you have to be not to know that Merrick Garland had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Bill O'Reilly, you are an imbecile. You always were an imbecile. Anything you'd like to say in response?
Okay.
Thank you. At least we agree on that. Well, by the way, this is the Mop-Up. I'm David Feldman in New York City. Thank you for finding me. Please like this episode so I remain in your feed. Share it. Subscribe to my channel, my newsletter. Hit the notifications bell so you know when this garbage is being posted. So,